So there's lots of ways to draw a head, but in this video I just want to share one idea, one technique, one principle that can help you quickly get a likeness. So for my purpose is, as a movie poster artist, I want to do illustrations and get the likeness quickly of whatever actor or character that I'm drawing. You want to get that quick read, that poster read. The first shape that I notice is the outer shape. And there's a general head type that everyone has, the nature and the character of the shape. And meaning, is the head shape generally square, round, triangular, oval, egg-shaped, heart-shaped, pointy chin, wide chin. So in this case, this person, his name is Caleb von Moger, I believe. He's like this huge bodybuilder guy that looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger, a young Arnold Schwarzenegger. So he has this, huge, square, blocky, muscular head. So I'm going to exaggerate the square nature of it, right? I want that. Now he's also, I believe he's kind of tall. So what I want to do is lengthen my idea. Instead of more square, I'm just going to lengthen it into more of a rectangle. So I'm already kind of pushing this way, forms rectangularly, right? Going there, but I don't want to go too far because he's a thick, muscular guy. So if I go too far, it'll be a caricature. We don't want that. For my work, for my purposes, fast poster concepts and illustrations, we still want realism, so we don't want to go too far, and we want him to feel thick. He's a huge muscular guy. So I'm liking the outer shape. Now the secondary shapes I need to look at are the interior shapes. The interior shapes are generally the features. The major ones obviously are the eyes, noses, and mouth, but also things like the cheek, if they're lean, and the chin is a big one, the jaw shape. And fortunately for this reference I'm using here, the shadow shapes are really clear. So his brow is really defined, right? He's a masculine, big, muscular guy. So I'm going to use a really, again, reinforce the idea, square, blocky shapes, shadow shapes. He's lit from above in this case. So it's really nice shadow shapes. The nose is going to be square and blocky. The shadow shape. And notice I'm not drawing the nostrils, just the shape of the shadow that I get. The mouth is interesting. His mouth is open. He's posing, I believe, in the mirror. So what I'm going to do is keep that kind of blocky, but not too square. Not hard edge, but a little bit of a curve to it, the bottom lip. Because most of the story of the likeness is already happened. And then the last, I have a couple other things I can use. Shadow shape of his lip there. And his muzzle, he has really defined muzzle. Muzzle is this area here. He has a big muzzle here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep thinking blocky shapes, rectangular shapes, square shapes, and square out his chin, make it blocky and thick, and then transition to his nice defined cheekbones. He's lean, so you can see his cheeks. Last thing I want to know is his ears. So his ears, I've kind of estimated him to be this size. What I can do is exaggerate how his ears in the opposite direction. So normally, when you think of exaggeration, you think, I'm going to make things bigger, right? If someone has a big nose, you want to draw it bigger. If someone has big ears, you want to draw it bigger. Like me, I have my ears stick out, so you make my ears big, right? But for someone in this case, to make his head feel larger and thicker, make him feel bigger like a giant, I'm going to slightly decrease the size of the ear based on what I see and feel to be the proportion. I'm going to kind of exaggerate, subtly decreasing the size of the ear. And finally, let's get some likeness with his body. Okay, so this is my initial lay-in. I feel pretty good. I think the first read, it reads well. Number one, the shape reads well. The secondary read reads well. The secondary reads. They communicate well. His eyebrow shape, his nose, his mouth. And not just, and notice there's no detail. Just by shapes alone, we're able to go, and once, I'm going to draw it in with pencil and actually drop in a tone, you'll see it even more. But I think as a drawing, these shapes really communicate what he is. He's a big, muscular, thick guy. And who he is, specifically, is, it's the actor, Caleb von Muger. And part of the reason why I chose this reference, it's because he's easy. It was easy to get this, big blocky guys. It's kind of easy and fun to draw, especially, if you're like me, you've been growing up drawing comic book heroes and things like that. So, the big muscular guy is kind of fun to draw. And that's what I would advise if you're learning this process, is to start with someone easy that, that has a clear, distinct head shape. And that's a good place. That's a good place to start if you want to practice, if you're a beginner. Okay, so I blocked in the initial tone just to give myself a shadow tone to separate shadow shape from light. And I feel it adds a lot to the drawing and the likeness. We're able to see how deep his cheeks get sunken in. His eyes feel a lot deeper because of the tone. You can see it, again, it communicates what he is: male, muscular, thick, big, imposing. And who he is, the specifics about the actor. And if you like this video, make sure to visit my website at www.drawwithchris.com, where you can download more free head drawing resources, and you can get first access and discount codes to my upcoming head drawing and movie poster classes and workshops.